Hey everybody, Grimble here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be continuing on our journey with solo leveling, watching episode 3. So the last episode was pretty intense. Everybody was trapped in that room with a bunch of statues that had murderous intent. They didn't want to let people out. Apparently, Jinwoo was clever enough to figure out that the commandments that were read by, I think his name was Chiyu, the leader of the little gang, meant something. And they had to follow these certain steps in these certain order in order to survive this whole thing. Unfortunately, it was too little too late for a good majority of their crew who got vaporized or blown up or smashed by these statues or cut in half in some sort of dismemberment way. But he was able to figure it out in time to maybe save a handful of them. I'm not sure yet. Some of them seem to get outside of the door. I don't know if they were just vaporized instantly as soon as they left. We're not sure yet. It's sort of a cliffhanger there. And then, of course, I don't really know what happened to Jinwoo because he, for all appearances, was just destroyed by these statues, kicked around, lost limbs. Everything was just a mess for this poor kid. And, you know, something's got to be said about his determination, because even while all this was going on, his mind was not yet. Can't die yet. And that's some dedication right there. You know, I said it earlier on, he's shown a lot of just bravery, you know, despite the fact that he's an E-ranked hunter. And on top of that, obviously resourcefulness. He's very intelligent. He was the one that was able to sort of quickly see what was going on and tell people to, you know, duck and bow to them and really figure out that it was a puzzle that needed to be solved, right? So, you know, props to him for that. And just, you know, his overall versatility. He's just very, very strong-willed. You know, he may be weak physically, but his mental strength is very, very high, it seems like. So, and then, of course, at the end of the episode, we see this message comes up, asks if he wants to accept a quest, and he did, I'm guessing. You see the little yes button get clicked. Not quite sure what that means yet. Obviously, probably going to get healed up. Maybe it's going to he's going to be reborn. I don't know, maybe stronger or better in some kind of way. But it's clear that his story's not quite over yet. The other thing that was a highlight of the episode, personally for me, was I am watching the dubbed for a reason. Alex Lee, who is the lead voice actor for this show, for the dubbed, is somebody I've worked with in the past on one of my projects for Little Grim Entertainment. He played the older brother Kyle in my series Lost Kings. And we did a little trailer animatic trying to pitch it around to publishers and investors and studios and all that stuff. But he did voice act that. And I did have him yell a little bit in that trailer. So,
Donnie, run! Donnie!
You know, he didn't yell as much as he does in this thing. I'll tell you that. It was a lot of screaming. His vocal cords must have been pushed to the max in this show. But I like to think that maybe he got a little practice in doing what I had him do. But it was really cool to see him just go all out. He did a phenomenal job. And I can't wait to see the rest of his performance as we continue on with this journey. All right, guys. And don't forget to please like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. It will really help me out. It'll help the channel grow. I would love to keep continuing to do this with you guys. And the only way that I can do that is if you guys support me and help me build this channel. So with that out of the way, let's get back into solo leveling with episode 3. If you guys are interested in signing up to my Patreon, you'll be able to take advantage of ad-free content, 3 to 4 weeks early access to all reactions, which for the middle tier and above can include the full-length watch-along reactions. Those that subscribe to the highest tier will also be supporting my game and animation studio, Little Grim Entertainment. You'll have access to a sneak peek look at all of our upcoming games and animated shows. This is some gruesome sounds. Oh god. Oh god. Oh.
I wish I had another chance.
Yep.
My arm.
Wow.
My leg's fine too. The hole in my chest is also healed up.
His chest.
So was that just a nightmare?
Oh, good. Glad you're already awake.
Who are you?
Hunters Association Surveillance Team Manager.
Spiky here.
And I'm Teshik Khan.
Okay, but what do you want with me? What? So you're telling me I was unconscious for 3 whole days?
Oh, damn.
What about Juhi and Mr. Song? They're okay too, right?
Yes, but...
Okay. So they did make it out.
Song lost an arm, which would present a challenge for any hunter. So
Yeah.
he would retire.
That would
Juhi
suck.
is deeply traumatized and is receiving psychiatric care. Given
Yeah.
her condition...
Surprised there's not more of them that are deeply traumatized. Oh,
Of the
it's so
13
creepy.
hunters who raided that dungeon, just 6 of you lived.
6,
Only
huh?
6. There were no inconsistencies between the reports, however. Not to mention, we also recovered the remains of the deceased. Thus, we're much less suspicious of your party.
Teleported out the remains to you.
Incidentally,
It's nice of it, I guess.
just speculation, of course, but... Hunter Jinu Sung, by chance, did you experience a second awakening?
A second awakening?
Can awaken
Once a hunter's
again?
power manifests, it doesn't change. They get what they get. Unless, that is, they have a rare second awakening.
Ah,
It lets them exceed their limits and rise to A or sometimes S rank.
Wow.
Maybe I could too.
This is a manometer. Place your hand on the stone, please.
Well, sir.
10 doesn't seem very high.
Manometer say I am now.
Apologies. It would appear that we were mistaken about you.
You're still shit.
You and E-ranks typically get higher than 70.
Oh, man.
You're just a civilian.
Well, that sucks. Got my hopes up. I wonder, though, why'd they leave without asking about this screen? But then again, maybe they
That's a
just...
little weird. Huh.
Guess it's not a touch panel. Gina.
My sister. Aw.
You have got to take better care of yourself. You know how worried I've been about you?
To think I was prepared to leave her behind.
Aw.
What's with the smile?
I don't know. You
Serious, because next time
pretty
something
dead
like
set
this
on
happens,
staying
I'm not
alive.
at school. I'm gonna find a job so you can quit yours.
Message officially received.
Damn.
And speaking of, do you see this thing?
What thing?
Never mind. Okay, like, you know how video games sometimes notify you about stuff?
Random tangent?
How would you open one of those messages?
Yeah, I did. But don't all unchecked messages go to an inbox?
Oh, right, gotta open the inbox.
Why suddenly bring up games?
Not much to do in a hospital.
Well, you seem to be doing pretty okay, so I'll be on my way. See you later.
Ooh.
I
Rewards.
have no idea what any of this means.
Get some gear?
Daily quest strength training has arrived. Let's see. Push-ups, sit-ups, squats, running. Failure to complete the daily quest will result in an...
Looks like One Punch Man's daily routine.
Yeah, okay. And this is a joke, it's not a very good one. Hospital patients don't exactly have that energy to spare. What in the world is going
Oh, no, up to it, buddy.
For the next B-rank raid, what would you say to taking on an instructor role for us, Miss Cha?
An instructor? But why?
Well, this raid will serve as a test for our new recruits, so I want you there. If you're up to it.
I don't know how great of a mentor I would be.
Fight
Yeah,
as
she
you
seems a
need.
little
You're just
passive,
as great as any other. They can learn just by seeing
shy
how you
and
work,
timid.
which is a true testament to how talented you are. Our
Fair.
guild is one of the 5 largest in the country, but we fall short on an international scale. Best to prepare. No telling.
Yeah,
what
so
to do.
assuming the hunters are all over the world as well. It's not just localized to this area.
Another gate?
Oh god, and they just randomly appear too.
Of course it's in the middle of
What would happen if a car accidentally went through that? Like, would they go into the dungeon and be in trouble? You fucked up.
Well, is that an earthquake? What the... How did I get here?
Now you're in a desert.
Right? I mean, I was just in the
Oh god.
hospital and then...
Oh shit. Survived.
You're kidding.
Wait,
So he actually teleported out?
is something wrong?
Uh-oh.
Where'd the patient from this room go?
He's a little busy. The music too.
2 more hours might just kill me anyway.
2 hours?
No, none.
Oh, I was thinking 2
Maybe we
minutes.
just missed him and he's back in his
Or
room
3
now.
minutes from the
Let's
start.
check.
I seriously doubt he left the hospital at this hour.
Wait, was that 2 hours? That went by fast. You did it. Good job. What does he get? Does he get a reward?
Penalty quest.
Maybe not, because it's a penalty quest. Oh, he does have a reward.
He's here? Mr. Sung, are you alright?
Just went out for a jog.
You want me to help with the raid?
Yeah. A D-rank gate appeared on a road in
I don't
Hubble.
think she's ready.
All the guilds are tied up with other obligations at the moment.
I'm so sorry.
Nah, don't apologize. Oh, that reminds me. I heard Hunter Sung woke up and is doing great.
Chinu is doing okay? He lived after everything. That's wonderful.
Surprised. I would be too.
Look, there he goes again.
Sheesh. He's been running laps every day since he first woke up.
Yeah, I would too. I don't want to end up there again.
I know hunters recover a lot faster than normal people, but still.
He says he's trying to get back into shape.
When I complete the daily quest, I receive 3 types of rewards. Full recovery activate. And just like that, my fatigue is gone.
That's handy.
I also get ability points. They boost my stats, and I can divide them up however I want. So, I've been beefing up my strength. My power grows with each upgrade.
Typical.
I can literally feel the difference in my muscles.
Focus in one area.
Oh yeah, and I've
Gotta
got
spread
these
it out,
small
man.
inventory screens too. Really, it's like a game.
Awkward.
And my final daily
It's a
quest.
good thing it's not a touch screen, because then he'd be like,
What will it be today?
a key.
Oh. Figured it'd be more bandages, pens, or other useless stuff like I've been getting.
Pens?
An instance dungeon.
How'd you get a pen?
And now a report on today's gate conditions. New D-rank gates have appeared at these locations as
They have a weather report for
and
the
C-rank
gates.
gates in the upper east and mid.
I guess that makes sense in this world. Does not look good.
Mom! Mom, you've got to wake up!
What's wrong with her?
I don't know. She's not responding at all. Eternal sleep disease?
Yes. Final rest is another term for it. An illness that came into existence with the appearance of the gates. It affects
man.
one in every 10,000 people or so. It's not proven yet, but it's theorized the cause is incessant exposure to mana. Until we know more, life support is the best modern medicine can offer her.
I guess that's extra motivation to get into these gates, right? Because maybe there's a cure or some way to help her inside the gates if it's something that happened because of the gates.
Congratulations. You're qualified to be a hunter, Mr. Sun. We
With
look forward
this
to seeing what you're capable of.
level 10 energy.
See, this is it. Now we can pay for Mom's treatment.
But it's dangerous.
I'll be okay. You have my word on that.
The heck are you doing? Go park it in a corner somewhere and don't move.
Oh man.
Damn E-Ray slowing us down.
And
Yeah, of course. Sorry, I suck.
tries.
My ability points into strength.
Damn.
Did everything that needed to be done. And hey, I'm the king of running away. If it gets as bad as last time, I'll bolt out of there.
You wouldn't have been able to bolt out of there last time. Kind of locked in. Seems a bit risky. Is this like your own personal little dungeon? An instance dungeon. Okay.
Hey, wait!
I remember this from my WoW days.
I see exit blocked off here.
Oh, weird.
I get it. I stepped into a different dimension. So, instance dungeons aren't like the regular kind. Man, what a mess. Right, so much for my exit strategy. I was really counting on that too.
I don't know why. Like, what about these dungeons make you think that
I'll stay trapped in here.
you'd be able to just walk out?
Okay. All my confidence is gone.
Creepy.
Are you on one?
Yeah,
Right off
okay.
the bat?
So it's like a level gauge compared to them. Oh, you're doing alright. Haven't gotten stabbed yet. Oh. There you go. Get him. Wow. Ooh. That was cool.
I'm stronger now.
Yeah. Are you this strong though? Wolf. Always the next level up. Oh, with a metal jaw.
Much more challenging.
God damn.
It's tougher than the goblins.
Yeah, so it's
I
red.
can sense it.
Oh. Ouch.
I don't have a healer. So no second chances.
Uh-oh. That's not good. We call them friends? Aw, come on. Alright. Fine. Alright guys, so we just watched Solo Leveling Episode 3. It was a fun one. It was more story building this time, not quite as intense as the last one, but it was kind of time to see the results of what his reward was from that last dungeon and from sticking it around and being the last survivor, I guess. So it turns out that other people did survive. In fact, 6 people did survive, but most of them are pretty traumatized by the event. You had Jinwoo, who was the leader. He lost an arm, and I believe her name is Jinhoo. The girl is just very, very traumatized by the entire thing. May never even raid again. I can't blame her. To be frank, I'm surprised not all 6 of them are kind of in the same boat. And then you had Jinwoo, who was woken up in a hospital and completely unharmed. His legs, the hole in his stomach, the arms, all back, almost like nothing ever happened to him, which was really confusing for people, right? So they had some guys, I guess, from one of the big guilds come in to investigate to see the possibility of a second awakening, which we learned in this episode is a possibility, a very rare possibility that people might be able to be reawoken with stronger power. You know, they could go from an E rank to an A and even possibly an S rank hunter, which seemed like the best explanation for the fact that Jinwoo was still alive. So I guess they have this monocrystal, something that reads the power inside. That is, I guess it's what's used to determine your strength as a hunter, and it's read at 10, which is pretty pathetic. Apparently, they said even the worst E-ranked hunters are usually get about a 40, right? And so he's even worse than they said he's basically a civilian at this point. So they walked away thinking, well, weird, but he's not stronger. He's just lucky, right? And then the other thing is, Jinwoo was kind of curious as they're walking out. He's like, I guess I don't see this screen that's right here in front of me, which is obviously the part of the reward that he got. I don't know. It made his life a game, essentially. Like he's living a video game, essentially, where he gets quests and he has to complete them. And his first quest was essentially to work out, do a little bit of One Punch Man training. I don't know if this was supposed to be an allusion to the One Punch Man thing, but it was literally, I think, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, the same kind of routine that Saitama does, which is kind of funny, I thought. But he decided, I'm in a hospital, don't really feel like this right now. I'm just going to relax and ignore the message of a penalty if I don't do this within a certain amount of time. We do have a brief moment of his sister coming to visit him, and it was really sweet to show that she really cares about him, and she threatened, essentially, if he keeps this up and keeps getting hurt, she's going to drop out of school and get a job so that he can be the one that can relax a little bit and not put himself in so much danger. Obviously, they're both doing this because they want to help their mother. I imagine she's going to school so that she can get a very good, successful job and then help eventually with the payments for their mother's hospital stay. And then Jinwoo, of course, is doing this entire hunter thing because they needed some money as quickly as possible to help their mother. So he's sort of the breadwinner, I guess, of the family at this time. So yeah, he ignored the warning for the penalty and was sent to a desert world with a bunch of really large bug creature things. And he was told to run for, I thought it said basically 4 hours. And he even mentioned something about 4 hours. But the time that actually passed, they were probably just, for the sake of the episode, skipping time. But I assume he ran for 4 hours, which is like, I couldn't do that. I don't know. Most athletes couldn't run for 4 hours straight unless they really, really trained hard. So he, I guess he just really wanted to survive. But we're led to believe that he managed to do it. It was funny when he wasn't in the hospital and they were freaking out. Where the heck is he? Where is he? Where could he have gone? And then the next thing they know, he's just laying on the ground, barely breathing, just exhausted from running for 4 hours straight. So starting from this point forward, he decided it was best, let's just complete these quests. And he started working out, started running, started doing all the things it was asking him to do. And that's when Juhi, I believe her name is, came to see him, saw that he was working out, and she had brought some flowers because she was excited that he'd survived. And I'm kind of surprised she left. She walked away. She didn't even confront him. I would be asking questions like, why the hell is your leg still? I mean, because I believe she knew his leg was gone completely. She saw that, and clearly somebody did something, and she's a healer, right? She knows that can't be easy to reattach the limb like that. So if I were her, I'd be questioning what the hell is going on, and I'd want to talk to him about that. I don't know, maybe she's just so traumatized she didn't want to bother, or that she saw he was totally okay and decided, well, I don't want to mess up his life again by getting involved, or I don't know. But she decided to leave and not say anything to him. So Jinwoo also discovered that doing these quests give him rewards. He says it's normally giving him stuff like bandages to help him heal up, or pens for some reason. I don't know why you would need the pens to help fulfill your quests, but he got pens, and then eventually he got a key, and he got this key and went to this place that he was directed to, and a keyhole opened up, and it was a door to what was called an instance dungeon, and he went inside. Now, I don't know if that was a wisest choice, right? He said, if worse comes to worse, I can always just run and bail, but if the last dungeon was any indication, as soon as you get wrapped up in this stuff, there's no guarantee that you're going to be able to leave. There's no guarantee you're just going to be able to run away. People tried last time, and it didn't quite work out for them. So him being so confident in the fact that he could just leave if he needed to, that was a little wishful thinking on his part, I think. But nevertheless, he decided to go inside, and he did all right. He went inside, he saw a couple goblins and fought against them and didn't instantly get stabbed by them, and so that was an improvement. Oh, and I forgot to mention, he decided to put all his points in strength. Now, if you've ever played an MMO, you know that you need to balance your character out. It's okay to have more in one thing, to kind of specialize in something, but you can't just forget and forego the other things, because you're going to pay for that later. So I imagine that's going to come back to haunt him at some point. Agility is important for being able to dodge and move around quickly and evade enemies, and stamina, so you can run longer, you can do all these strenuous activities longer. It doesn't matter, you can have all the strength in the world, but if you're just exhausted, you're not going to be able to do much against these guys. So I do think eventually he's going to be forced to put those points in other things other than strength, but for now, he's decided to beef up. And I can understand that. He's been so weak for so long that, that's just the first thing that comes to his mind is, I need to be stronger, right? So strong he can squeeze an apple with his bare hands, apparently. So he did it, and he managed to do okay. He defeated those goblins, and then, of course, right at the end, we get this metal-jawed wolf that jumps out. He did a little howl. I don't know if he called some friends or what, or maybe it was just a battle cry. I don't know. But that's kind of where we were left at. But that's all I got for this one, guys. So please carry on the conversation in the comments. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about the episode. Did you guys think it was smart for him to just immediately go in this instance dungeon and try that out? He was fully confident that he could run away, but if the last dungeon was any indication as to how these things go, I wouldn't have been so confident that I would have been able to escape. And clearly that was the case. Maybe he should have done another E-ranked raid just to slow and ease into things and see how it went, right? That's probably what I would have done first before going and attempting something like this. And at least then you'd have other people around you to kind of help out in the event that, you weren't as strong as you thought you had gotten. Just curious to see what you guys think about it. Well, and as always, guys, please remember to like and subscribe to this channel. It will really help me grow as a new YouTube channel. I would love to keep doing this with you guys. It's a lot of fun so far. So please help me out, and we'll see you guys in the next reaction.